What is going on, YouTube? AR Car Reviews here again with another video, and in today's video we're going to be installing the Natika reverse camera for our Mustang. So as everything stands now, we have the Dynavin D9 head unit, but currently we do not have any reverse camera. So when we shift the car into reverse, nothing happens. But that's going to be changed today because I've already tested the camera connections. We know that it's going to work. So all that's left to do is to mount the camera on the back of the car, and hopefully it's going to be good. And I have something that's going to make this really easy to do. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this plastic trunk piece on the trunk. We're going to have to remove this this piece on the trunk that holds up some of the connectors in order to get to this light. We need to get to the trunk light on this side so we can actually get below here as well. So this is the piece that kind of goes underneath the license plate light right here. It's held in by a couple clips, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3. But this one broke for me, so I was thinking about just not putting it in general. So if I don't put it in, then I could just easily use one of these holes to actually hold the camera, which should go perfectly fine. So if you need help getting this off, all you gotta do is just get one of these plastic pry tools, and then you just stick it right in between and just pry it out as best as you can. And you should probably do one side at a time so you don't break the piece like I did. I'm pointing the camera in the trunk right now, as you guys could tell. So there's gonna be 2 clips on each side, one right here, that's gonna be the Christmas tree clip, and one a little lower on the bottom. You're gonna need a pry tool for that, but you can also just use one of these. I find it works really well. So you're just gonna take out 1, 2, and the same thing on the other side, and that's gonna make this piece right here come off. And when that piece comes off, then you're gonna have some more access to the tail light, which will then allow you to actually get to underneath this section right here. So even right here, you can see the plate is removed. There's a big hole right here that we're potentially going to use, and the clips are no longer there, so we can then start working on it. Pry up this piece right here, and then just like that, it comes out. Now something else that we're going to have to do is just take off some of these connectors, just so we don't lose any of these pieces. Don't want anything to break, so I'm going to just take off some of these connectors. I have one right here. Got it. My hands are freezing cold. And then from here we have access to the taillights with these 3 bolts. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then that's it. I'll show you guys a picture of those 3 bolts right now. Right here. We're going to have another one. 2 more right there. I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but yeah. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And we're going to screw them out. I'll let you guys know what size the bolts is, and then we could go from there. But as it stands now, I'm really cold, so I'm trying to get some, yeah, it's kind of hard to film this too. So for this one, you're going to need an 11mm socket, and now we're just going to get rid of these bolts. That was tighten. That is definitely tightening it. And make sure you just put your hand over the taillight so it doesn't fall. You really don't want to mess up your taillights installing a camera in your car. And now, last thing we're going to do is just disconnect the taillight as well, so the lights do not have any type of power while working with them. And now it should just come out. Should. Doesn't mean it wants to. This thing is really in there good, you know? All right, there it goes. 1, 2, 3, and boom. We have access to it. It's looking good, it's looking good. And please excuse my trunk, okay? I got a lot of stuff I need to use to do this. But okay, so we have the connector right here. It's still held in by the socket, but ultimately we just want to gain access to this little crevice right here where the taillights right here. So we're gonna run the cable through here where my hand is, and it'll poke out through here. So we're gonna try that now and see how it works. All right, so if you guys are able to see, the camera is fully in right now. It fits right like a glove right up there. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on having the camera right here. It gives me enough space to have the license plate frame as well. And if I need to, I can add on a spacer or something like that just to give it some more angle, point it downward or point it whatever direction. So I think right there, that's gonna be pretty good. I probably should do the connectors first before I bolt everything up. So I am planning on running it through the carpeting in the rear, going through the back seat. And before I continue on with this video, I just want to give a shout out to Jacob Doherty. He's the person who I've seen do this first, and he did an amazing job on it. So I said I definitely need it for my Mustang, and that's why I'm making this video for you guys. So let's get to this. I really want to see this thing. So here's the nut that we need to solidify this thing right here. All right guys, sorry about that, but we're gonna have to finish the rest of the video with a voiceover because you know why? Technology, the thing that we pay to work, just did not. But it's okay because it was a pretty windy day and it was pretty chilly and my nose was running. So we'll yeah, forget about that. We just got the camera installed, and to me, honestly, the thing looks great. It looks so stock on the back of the car. And most people would think the car came like that, which is Ford. Take my advice, is how it should have came. Okay, so next we're gonna have to run the cables for the camera. Right here, I have a cable extender, and that's the only reason why I got that is because the cable that runs from the camera to the infotainment screen seems to be just a little bit short, and it does have some tension. Now, you feel free to just buy the camera and the cable together if you're gonna follow me exactly how I did it, just so you can have the extra length to run the cable and make it look really nice. So right here, what I was gonna do is I was gonna try to run it through the infotainment and the center console, but it doesn't seem to like that, and I don't seem to find an area where there's like just a vacant space in the center console. So what I intend on doing later with the extender is just running it through the driver footwell where I just showed, and I'm gonna show again, just because I think it would be a lot nicer and more flush, and nobody would see it and wouldn't be anywhere in between anything. Let me show you guys what I did for the connectors. You can see right here, I have the red connected to the red and the black connected to the black. Now the red from the camera is going to be marked as camera power on the Dynavin D9 unit. So you just attach that cable to the red from the camera, and then the black to the black, and the black cable in the Dynavin is going to be labeled as ground. So you can have something to ground and your power, as well as the yellow and brown video in cable. So Dynavin makes it incredibly simple, as if they wanted you to have a backup camera. Okay, so now the only thing we got to do is start up the camera and make sure all the connectors work. In this case, I wanted to make sure the video was coming in before I actually like fixed up the cabling and put some tighteners on it to make sure it's waterproof and everything. So as you guys can see, the camera is working. Now personally, I would want the camera quality to be a little better, but it's pretty decent for a backup camera. Like this costs like 40 bucks. I don't know if the more expensive ones are higher quality, but I would prefer something that's a little more HD, maybe 1080p, something you see in a lot of the newer cars. But it does what it's intended to do, and it does help me out, especially because this is a manual car at the end of the day. So another thing I was struggling to find is the telemetry, which will basically show you which direction the steering wheel would move, which as far as I know would only be accessible from the Dynavin unit. So as they say in the booklet for the Natika backup camera, you can cut, so you guys can cut the green wire like I did in this video to make sure that whenever you go into reverse, you're not going to see two sets of lines in your backup camera, one from the Natika and one from the Dynavin unit. So by cutting the green wire, you're only going to be using the one in the Dynavin unit. Now the problem I have is I have been unable to find out a way that I can get the lines to do to align with my steering wheel, but that might be something I have to email Dynavin about, and if I do get it to work, I'll get back to you guys. And then you're basically done. Like, this installation was a little tricky, but not hard if you manage to get the Dynavin head unit in yourself. And the coolest thing about this thing, as you could probably see from my screen, is because of the Dynavin D9 unit, head unit, you're actually able to turn on the camera while you're driving. So you don't even need to just use the rear, you don't even need to use your rear view camera while it's in reverse. You can actually just power it up at any time because I have live power on it, and it doesn't need power from the reverse gear, which makes it so cool. You're just able to drive and just flick on the camera and just be like, I want to see what's behind me, or you can even take a picture of it. That's another thing. Now the reverse camera is what I said before. quality wise, it's a little lackluster. I think because we're so used to all these high HD screens, these 4K, 6K, 8K, all that type of thing, that looking at a 720p camera, you know, is not that impressive. I won't lie, but it's a great kit that allows you to simply add a camera to your car, and at the end of the day, it's functionality. Now I got a reverse camera, so I'm not mad at it. So yeah, that's my honest opinion and my installation. I'm sorry it wasn't probably like the best video. I was freezing in the cold when I filmed this, so hopefully you guys understand. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. A lot of you guys hit me up about the Dynavin D9 head unit, and you know I will respond. But sometimes you just got to give me some time. So like with that as well, if you guys have any questions about the Natika reverse camera, please hit me up. I think it's a great product, but make sure you just pair it with the extender cable so you can have a good wiring run through your car. Now, that's been the video, guys, AR car reviews. If you guys like this video, if you guys are thinking about getting it for yourself, please comment down below. If you already bought it for yourself, let me know as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. AR out.